hear me out. Okay, I bought another one and I need to fix it up. I bought this a little while ago in South Australia from a music store quite close to the beach. So the neck has been dried out because of all the salt in the air. I've got a dodgy volume knob. There it is. Then of course I'm missing the string. There's probably intonation issues. I'd like to move the pickups down a little bit. Point proven. The thing just fell off. So before we do anything, let's give this a quick little tone demo. Because I'm missing a string, we'll probably just stick to riffs. Now, I don't actually think I have plugged this guitar in for maybe 2 or 3 months. The first thing I want to do is make sure that everything works. So I'll quickly turn everything on to 10. We are getting sound, rhythm, both. Okay, switch works. Volume's fine. Tone. Second vol, second tone. Okay, so everything seems to be working alright. Let's get a couple of different tones out of this and compare it at the end of the video. It's going to be heavy. Write that down. Right, let's do a pinch harmonic here. Right. Write that down as well. Looks like we've got a little problem with the action of the guitar, causing some buzz notes down here on the D string. We had that little pinch harmonic problem here on the 7th fret, and then there was another bend up here on the 15th fret that I did that caused a buzz note. So the first thing I want to do is get these strings off, so we'll loosen them off a bit, and then, of course, using my trusty pair of pliers, I'm just going to cut these off this way. All I'm doing now is using this cleaner and conditioner, lemon oil, that I've got from Dario. I bought this years and years ago. And I'll just rub down the fretboard, get it all clean and oiled up, so it's a little bit nicer to play and it doesn't feel dry. There seems to be a pretty common theme with guitar stores, or music stores in general, I think. Because you don't have access to your own personal tones and your pedals and your amps and stuff like that you'd get at home, you're still trying to obviously hear what sounds best, which guitar is better. But in a music store, what sounds best is usually what sounds louder. Now, it's probably subconscious. I'm not really sure exactly why that is the case. So there's this little trick that a lot of guitar stores do, especially the ones that are sort of their own mini business, is they like to increase the height of the pickups, which definitely increases volume, but it causes a lack in tone. So what I generally like to do is lower the pickups just a little bit. Now if we go and turn clockwise or to the right, I think we lift them up. So if I do a couple of turns maybe, and we're going to go anti-clockwise for that, so lefty-loosey. 1 half, 2 half. Now, they seem pretty low. This should be okay. If I don't like it, I can just lift them up again. And I don't think the strings get in the way too much. So we'll leave them that way. This is all pretty much clean. What I would like to do eventually is get a little bit of glue into this tone knob there and get that on properly. But what I'll do now is, while I wait for the fretboard to kind of dry off a little bit, I will adjust the action. To change the action of the guitar, I'm going to need to take this off, and that should give me access to the metal rod that runs through the neck. Now if we tighten it up, it should flatten out the neck, and if we loosen it off, it should create more of a bow. So because of my problem with the action, I'm going to need to move it counterclockwise, and I probably only need to move it a little bit, so maybe half a turn would be good. And I think this is also a tactic used by guitar stores, because a lower action means it's easier to play the guitar. So easy guitar to play with the pickups raised a little bit, it sounds louder, that's the guitar I want. So sometimes to get the best out of your guitar, you're going to need to reverse their dodgy tactics. The next step is going to be restring the guitar and check the action. But before I do that, I want to quickly use the graphite from a grey lead pencil to add into the nut here to make the strings move a little bit more freely, which is better for tuning and overall playing. So I'll go find a pencil real quick, make a couple of notches, and then we'll restring. Okay, I think we're ready. I think it's finished. Here it is, all done. We started off by giving it a little bit of a clean and taking off the strings. Then we did a little bit of fix-ups with the neck. First I oiled everything, and then I fixed the action because we're getting buzz notes on the D string down here. The high E string was doing a 7th fret pinch harmonic because it was that close down to the fret. And then we were, and I still am, getting a little bit of a dead note up here in the bend at the 12th, 15th fret of the B and the E. Other strings are fine. Let's do a quick little run through of some tones. I'll just do another heavy metal chuggy tone, and then we'll do maybe a nice little clean tone because I quite like getting a nice little... Anyway, you'll see. You'll see. So there we have it. Feels good to play, sounds good, and in my opinion it looks good. There's not much else I really need to do to it. We fixed the action of the guitar, oiled up the neck, moved the pickups down a little bit. I tightened up some of the hardware like the tuners, and I pushed this down really hard, and it hasn't seemed to come off since. So I think I fixed the volume knob problem. So with all that being said, I believe it is officially time for this guitar to take its place upon the wall of guitars. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm very happy with this guitar. It's pretty much everything that I've been looking for the past 8 months in a knockoff, cheap, not $15,000 Les Paul. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all later. Have a great day.